Welcome to College Station, Texas, at Kyle Field, home of the 12th man, and ready to cheer on the Texas A&M Aggies. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Longhorns will kick it away to start. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Texas A&M's offense takes the field to start this game off. The Lone Star State has a ton of rivalries, but this one outshines all the rest.
Yeah, the three of us have had an opportunity to call this game in the past, and you can just feel the tradition when these two teams take the field, right, David? You got the 12th man, you got Bevo. This is special.
You got one side that thinks they're way better than the other side side thinks they're way better. I'll let you decide which one picks which, but every year, no love lost.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Finds his big tight end. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Aggies will hustle to the line. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. The run to the left. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to the R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
Quick strike complete. Oh, and what a move, what a juke, and he makes it past the mark.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping, put it out in front of me, I'm getting this first down.
Pressure coming, getting some heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's second down. Looking downfield, it's O'Neal. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Texas Longhorns offense has the ball for the first time. When you have a weapon like this on the outside and a guy in the secondary whose job is to take everything away, it's going to be a great matchup, guys.
It's so fun to see how you attack great safeties in the middle of the field. Are you willing to do that, or are you going to try to live on the perimeter? This offensive matchup will be great.
Yeah, normally you'd say receiver versus safety, the receiver's going to win. This safety, though, has got the speed to run with this guy, and he's going to make it interesting back there.
The burnt orange just smoked the Aggies the last time these two got together.
And anytime you get beat down by your rival, like Reese was talking about, it stings. And it's talked about for a long time, and your coaches do not let you forget it.
And these two teams feel it on the recruiting trail, too, right? Texas's blowout win last year really helped them this past offseason, so they're looking to capitalize and see if they can go 2 years in a row.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Dropping back, it's Manning. He makes the connection. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
They'll leave it with him. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference. Be great in your conference. Get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Ford. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down and distances, 3rd downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
And the Longhorns have this offense rolling. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Finds his tight end. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum. I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Washington.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just freezed the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Touchdown, Texas! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Power football with the run. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. To the air. It's O'Neal. Turns it loose. It's caught downfield. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness.
3rd down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You know, you got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes and gets another 1st down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Did Bevo really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
And that's what's so cool about this rivalry. When you have the back and forth and who did what, going all the way back to 1894, Reese's first birthday, what an amazing rivalry.
There have been a lot of good players during that stretch, too. Think about Ricky Williams from the Horns, Johnny Manziel, Texas A&M. So many great coaches have patrolled the sidelines in this rivalry for years.
What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one is 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Tackled immediately after the catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's O'Neal. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down.
Offenses know and work on it all week. 3rd downs, we got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this 3rd down. It could come back to bite them.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. The give to the single back. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Listen, I know that's not a huge game, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth-quarter game.
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest and pound that rock.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Back to throw, it's Manning. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin them deep. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong, only called on twice in the victory last week. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Man, David, that last drive, an exercise in frustration, just couldn't pay it off with the score.
Yeah, and I think this defense is riding the bend, but don't break philosophy. Don't give up explosive plays. This offense, Jesse, has to find a way to manufacture some big plays and some scoring opportunities.
Man, I don't know if they're going to win, David, if they have to keep driving 8, 10, 12 plays. You're right. You got to find chunk plays somewhere. So identify the guys that can score touchdowns and get them the ball.
From the gun, running back gets the give. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
And after that last run, we'll see if they keep it on the ground on third. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man down the middle. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on third and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
Plows through the defense. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's O'Neal. Fires to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
The Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Pulls his way forward. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Campbell. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. He knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
They'll go back to the ground. And he runs it all the way down to the 3-yard line before he's finally knocked down.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Got it! And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's 1st and goal.
Makes the grab down the middle. And he will score! Touchdown, Aggies! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Utah is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Alex Smith, and they are right back in this. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to SMU. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here comes the Texas offense. Looking downfield, it's Manning. He'll pull it down and run. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Pocket starts to collapse. At the 35, he's got room. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback doing that to your defense.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll throw it on 1st down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. It's O'Neal. Slides away. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And the pass hits, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this is a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Handoff from the gun. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. With jet sweep pass. Sweet feet on the move. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Quarterback checking off. Looking for a man. It's Manning. He got it. They will score. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Find my matchups out wide. I love a matchup with my wide receiver. I like my guy better than yours. Quarterback finds the matchup. The wide receiver catches the football, takes it into the end zone for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Just about set to kick it away. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Texas A&M going up tempo. They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap.
And they got him for the sack.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Back to throw, it's O'Neal. Gets away. And this defense is bringing the heat, another sack. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Fair catch, called for and made. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Well, just nowhere to go there, and it started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
With the catch, it's Estes. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback extends the play. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Quarterback checking the play. Scanning the field, it's Manning. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Texas! What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain. When your defensive ends, you got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays, and you got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Slips through the line. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Just barely able to keep him from housing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hands. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They're already in field goal range, but Jesse, they want to be aggressive, but they can't take a negative play.
Well, the play caller's got to look up and down his sheet here to find a shot to the end zone, David. Be aggressive and see if you can get a touchdown late.
While knowing that I've got 3 in my back pocket. Don't force the ball into a bad situation, but they're definitely trying to get a touchdown.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. It's good.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the 2nd half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the 1st half. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, think of all the big-time players who've been a part of this game, and we have a few more vying for that status so far today in an always emotional duel between the Longhorns and the Aggies. Talk about a 1st half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Texas A&M and Texas plays out.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the 1st half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the 2nd half.
Took just one play, and they got it almost to midfield. 1st down from the 49. keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. On the move, it's Gibson. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Pound it, pound it, pound it. I might not have that pretty run-pass ratio of 50-50, but if I can run the football like this consistently, if you're not going to do anything about it, you want to be a great offensive coordinator, keep calling the run.
After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The big pickup on first down leaves the 2nd and 1. To give to the big fullback. The Longhorns get it past the sticks.
Well, how about that? They turn around and hand it off to the big fella, and he's able to get the first down. Nice play.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. He'll pull it down. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Tackled after picking up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to throw, it's Owens. Ball in the air, intercepted! And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Texas A&M going quickly. Wide receiver shows motion. Trying to find his man on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Campbell. They get him down after he makes the catch.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Oh, there's the ball! And he was able to get back on top of his own fumble. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Campbell. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, going up top. That's reeled in. It's Campbell. The spin, still on his feet. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's O'Neal. He's got his man.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. A&M comes back out with another first down.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. And they're on him immediately. Down goes the quarterback. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. The play action fake. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in 3rd and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. They're trying to get to it. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a first down for his team.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll throw it on first down. Going for the big play. Makes the catch down the right side. Oh, look out. Touchdown, Longhorns! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Horns are up, and the eyes of Texas are focused on building the lead against the Aggies.
And the Horns are capturing this momentum. Listen, a lot of angst, a lot of nervousness early in the game, Palmer, but now Texas in this rivalry game taking over.
Yeah, you're right. Hook 'em right now. They're just enforcing their will in this game. They're the more physical team at this point. And Texas A&M, they've got an uphill battle here.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Iowa State notched a victory in enemy territory And though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from Ames is worth its weight in gold to the Cyclones. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Texas A&M going up tempo. The run from the shotgun. Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's O'Neal. Feeling some heat. Trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Give that guy a lot of credit, man. He was able to somehow avoid that sack, but nobody open downfield, throws it away.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Wide open downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catching a lot on that one.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown. I look for this offense to continue to...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. After moving the sticks with the pass, here we are on 1st down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Comes out throwing on 1st down. The ball is out behind the line. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football out.
Gives it to the back on the draw. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Manning. Just a short pass to the tight end. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offensive success on third down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Now the play fake. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Gets it out quickly. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And after that short completion, what will they do now? Just a few inches to go.
Yeah, and you wanted to get the ball out quick, and you wanted your receiver to make the play for you and get the first down. You don't now. Decision time, fourth and short.
Sticks it in his belly. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
And your decision to go for it on fourth down has a lot to do with your kicker. How strong is his leg? Some of these guys nowadays, they can boot the ball 50, 60 yards, no problem. Do I believe in him or do I go for it? And they believed in their offense, they went for it, and they got the first down.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Breaks the tackle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Longhorns will have it first and 10. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Working the middle. It's complete.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Leaves it with the running back. Headed to the end zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. that last drive an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to throw. It's O'Neal. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
And the Aggies in the hurry up. They go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
These defensive linemen have tents in the backfield. Goodness gracious, they're camping out back there, hitting the quarterback time and time again. When you sacked him this much, of course he's going to be flustered. Of course he wants to get rid of the football.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Grabs it in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's such a hard time. You know the clock's ticking. You know you're down. You got to force the ball down the field. But guess what? So does the defense. They knew the vertical routes were coming. They broke on the football, and that does not look good for this ball game.
Here comes the Texas offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. Handoff from the shotgun. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And the Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's 4. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the game.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. After the incompletion on 2nd down, it's 3rd and inches. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Back to pass, it's Manning. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And he dropped it. Oh, what a missed opportunity. Nobody around. Just had too much time to think about it. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the first. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over $100 on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
He's going to take off. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
The give to the tailback. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback will audible. Off play action. Looking to scramble. Oh, the ball's on the ground. And the ball is going to land out of bounds. They'll maintain possession and pick up a few yards in the process.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. They've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
To throw, it's Manning. Makes his connection. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the stomping has commenced. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Oregon has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 31 over the Royals. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Got him downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. And yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Pulls it in. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
This receiver is so dangerous out in space, and it's a nice job by the QB getting him the ball early on the curl route. And you see, once he has it, he's got some wiggle, he's got some shake, makes some defenders miss, and gets up the field.
I I know one thing, the play didn't result in a good outcome, but I'm very impressed with the offensive line. Unbelievable job. Gave the quarterback plenty of time. Now let's see if they can adjust with the receivers running routes and maybe get somebody open.
Right on target this time. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. He wants to throw. They're working that left side. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Dropping back, it's O'Neal. They're bringing heat. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. The corners are walked up tight. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Got it. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
Well, I think the defense was even caught off guard on that one, guys. Not seeing the field goal unit trot out onto the field. They had a golden opportunity there to make a stop and get the ball back.
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie.
Nice job by the offense, going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Quick pass on the fly motion. He makes it into the end zone for the 2, but there is a penalty flag where they often call holding. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. A run for the quarterback. Discards a man. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. They're definitely up against it. Time running out. Down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Takes the easy one to the back. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They'll run play action. coming after him. Smashes through. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Longhorns line up to punt it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now,
off he goes! And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock.
Brings up 2nd down.
2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. It's complete. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. And he's just going to spike it.
It's incomplete. It's now 2nd down.
Got it. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Easy. Looking downfield, it's O'Neal. Pressure coming. The freshman able to get home with the sack. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down.
4th down.
and the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back.
Unleashes one deep. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Yeah, and they're trying to get something going here. Obviously, got to make something happen quick late in the 4th quarter, and that might be their last chance, their last real shot. Now they turn their football over, and it's just not looking good. That clock is really working against them.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for them.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.